Go.
Good day, sir. We are Group 8 from EE 2105. So we are here to present our study entitled The Experimental Study on the Effect of the Weight of an Object to the Voltage Produced by the Alternator. So nag-come up po kami sa ganito naming topic, sa ganito naming study because it is available than other type of study dahil po yung aming pong group mates ay meron po silang year na makuhaan namin ng alternator, and yun po mas efficient po siya gagamitin sa first introduction. In our modern world, electricity plays as a vital role to the society in driving the industry and empowering the community. The electrical power also requires in vehicle transportation, as we can see it is rising rapidly from many years and are expected to continue to rise. Alternator is all around us. Sabi po, ang alternator, lahat ng nakikita sa paligid natin, maaari natin siyang makita sa sasakyan, sa eroplano, sa mga boat, sa aircraft, machines, at etc. Alternators are doing its job to do so well, but some of us may not know what an alternator is. Alternator, ano nga po ba ang alternator? Ang alternators are used in modern automobiles to charge the battery and to power the electrical system when its engine is running. So kapag po ang engine ng kotse ay naandar, yung pong alternator, ang silbi niya ay para ma-recharge yung battery. So it means po yung alternator, yung mechanical energy ay na-convert into electrical energy.
Methodology. Ang methodology ang nagpapakita ng framework para ma-describe ang research plan. Research design. Ang aming research ay quantitative research para ma-develop ang theories at hypotheses through statistical and numerical data. So, ang ginamit namin ay 12 volts battery, alternator, light, probe, tsaka digital multitester. So, ang 12 volts battery, ang positive nito ay connected sa main terminal ng alternator at ang negative terminal nito ay connected sa body ng alternator. Ang light naman ay connected sa positive at negative. Tapos ang pulley ay connected sa rope na sa kabilang dulo nito ay connected naman ng object na yun ang babagsak. Tapos through this process, the rotors and stator will rotate and give the current going through the regulators. Tapos gumamit kami ng digital multitester para ma-determine ang voltage sa pag-ikot ng alternator. Tapos, through these connections of the equipment, the researchers will be able to determine the voltage from the alternator varying to the weight of the object attached to it.
Yeah, po. Sa scope and report, yung study po namin ay nag-base po kami sa alternators. Bali po yung alternators ay nag-ano siya ng speed at saka ng voltage. Sa alternator po, through sa alternator, meron siyang stator at saka rotor na nakakonekta sa pulley. Doon po namin kinabitan ng rope para pagpatak ng object ay mag-produce po siya ng voltage. At yung voltage po yun ay kapag mabigat ang object, ang voltage niya ay mas tumataas at sa speed ng alternator ay mas lalong bilis. Hindi din siya nakaka-affect din sa alternator ng voltage.
So findings po, ang nakuha po namin sa first po ang pag-measure po muna namin nag-assign po kami ng weight ng object which is 3.5 kilograms, 5 kilograms, 8 kilograms, 10 kilograms, and 12 kilograms. Sa each weight po na yon, sa pagbagsak po ng object na mayroong 3.5 kilograms, nag-produce po siya ng 12.21 voltage. And sa 5 kilograms po, nag-produce ng 12.26 voltage. Sa 8, 12.28. Sa 10, 12.29. And sa 12, 12.30. So, ang mean po ay summation of all of x divided by n. So, 12.30 plus 12.29 plus 12.28 and so on over 5 is equal to mean na 12.268 voltage. And ang media naman po, which is nakikita naman po natin, meron tayong limang x at ang kanya pong median ay 12.28. Ang mode naman po ay wala since wala frequency na makita. Standard deviation is equal to square root of summation of x minus mean squared over n minus 1. So we can see we put the summation of x minus mean natin po ay 12.268 volts. Minus natin sa bawat x and summation of n which is 5 minus 1. Then the result standard deviation is 0.03563706. And variance po, i-square root lang po natin yung i-square lang po natin yung standard deviation, which is lumabas po ay 0.00127. Next po ay ang box and whisker plot. Makikita po natin na ang minimum value natin ay 12.21, which is nasa gitna po ng 12.22 at 12.20 at 12.22. At ang quartile 1 ay 12.26. Our median is 12.28. Our quartile 3 is 12.21 na nasa gitna ng 12.28, 12.3. And our maximum value is 12.3. At makikita po natin dito na ang ating box and whisker plot ay negatively skewed. So makikita naman po natin sa data distribution, para po malaman natin yung skewness ng ating data, we made a table po para mas mapadali ang aming computation. X minus mean and sinubstitute lang po namin sa formula ng skewness na summation of x minus mean cube over n minus 1 times standard deviation cube. And ang nag-result ni sinubstitute lang po namin yung value ng x minus summation of x minus mean cube na negative 0.0015048 and 5 minus n minus 1 and ang ating standard deviation na 0.0356 and so on cube. So ang ating pong skewness ay negative 0.831215, which is negatively skewed na correspond naman po sa ating box and whisker plot. Hypothesis testing. Ang ating pong null hypothesis ay the weight of the object connected to the alternator does not affect the value of the voltage produced by the alternator. Ang ating naman pong alternative hypothesis ay the weight of the object connected to the alternator affects the value of the voltage produced by the alternator. Again, ang ginamit po ang kukunin po muna natin yung standardized value ng x at standardized value ng y para po makuha natin yung result na R. Ang formula po ng pagkuha ng standardized value ng x ay x minus mean over standard deviation. Again, substitute all the na lang po ulit, values, and ang voltage po ng ating unang x ay negative 1.62752 and x sub 2 is equal to negative 0.22449. Ang x sub 3 ay 0.336 and so on. So yan po ang And this is po ang ating solve for mean of x. Yan, nakita naman po natin yung pa rin po ang ating mean na ginamit natin kanina sa table. Ngayon naman po ay solve standardized value ng y. So ang kagaya po ng standardized value ng x, papalitan lang po natin yung x ng y. So ito po ang ating nakuha results. At para naman po makuha yung value ng r, yung standardized value ng x ay mumultiply sa standardized value ng y, which is yun po. Ito po pala muna. Standardized value ng x times standardized value ng y, ito po ang ating value. At ang formula po para makuha ang r ay summation of standardized value of x times standardized value of y over n minus 1. So we have 5. So substitute sa n and substitute lang po lahat ng value na to dun sa equation. At ang ating pong r ay 0.91784, which is nagsasabi na ang ating null hypothesis ay rejected. The weight of the object connected to the alternator affects the value of the voltage produced by the alternator. Ngayon po, linear regression. Kung makikita naman po natin ay halos yung linear regression po ay yung ating data ay magkakalapit ang points. So, as we input sa Excel, ang lumabas po na r squared ay 0.8425, and we have squared the square root the r squared na lumabas po 0.917878, which is balik. Halos kahawig po ng ating r sa hypothesis testing. Next. Conclusion.
In this research paper, we present our work, which is doing an energy audit on the alternator's current output and battery's voltage based on the alternator's speed and the weight of the object. So, ang pinaka-main namin dito ay ang knowledge about alternator. Tapos, in this research, the alternator pulley is used to transfer the power to the main generator, which is ang aming main generator ay ang 12 volts battery. Tapos, sa pag-rotate ng wire na connected sa alternator, ang object at nakakonect sa object ay nagbabari ang voltage. Tapos, ang mga weight na present ay 12 kg na nagbibigay ng 12.30 volts, 10 kg na nagbibigay ng 12.29 volts, 8 kg na nagbibigay ng 12.28 volts, 5 kg na nagbibigay ng 12.26 volts, at 3 kg na nagbibigay ng 12.21 volts. This data shows that there is a correlation between the weight of the object and the resulting voltage present to the experiment. Tapos, ang nagsasabi din dito na i-reject namin ang null hypothesis at mag-agree kami sa alternative hypothesis namin na ang weight ng object ay na-connected sa alternator ay nakaka-apekto sa value ng voltage. Tapos, nagsasabi dito sa findings namin na when there is more power, the higher the voltage present. The research proves that when the alternator is high at low speed, the battery will drop. But when the alternator is low at low speed, the voltage is high. It means that the battery get enough power for charging. Tapos, dun din sa hypothesis namin, alternative hypothesis namin ay nag-agree din dito yung aming nakuha naming linear regression na value.
Next is DECOVA. First is define. The research entitled The Experimental Study on the Effect of the Alternator Speed to the Weight of the Object. In this research, the researchers are going to measure the voltage produced by the alternator to provide that the weight of the object attached to the alternator and the measured voltage have a strong correlation. The weight of the object serves as the independent variable, while the voltage serves as the dependent variable. In addition, the researchers set limits with the multimeter to prevent errors in measuring or doing the experiment. Next is collect. First, we prepare all the equipment or tools that we are needed, like the digital multi-tester, the alternator, and the tachometer. Next is after preparing all the tools and equipment. Next is we measure the weight of different stone that we are going to use in our experiment. The weight that we are find out is 3.5 kilogram, 5 kilogram, 8 kilogram, 10 kilogram, and 12 kilogram of stone. After weighing of the stone, we are start to perform our experiment using all the equipment and tools that we are prepared. And also the stone that have different weights that serves as one of the major materials in our experiment. First object that we use is the 3.5 kilogram, and next is 5 kilogram, 8 kilogram, 10 kilogram, and lastly is the 12 kilogram. Every stone we use have different voltage upper, and we record all the details in each stones that we use. Lastly, as you can see in the image, we get unread results and findings of our experiment entitled Experimental Study on the Effect of the Alternator Spin to the Weight of the Object.
Sa organize naman po ay gumamit naman po kami dito ng stones. Bali po, tinimbang po namin siya at yung ginamit po namin ay digital multimeter para makuha namin yung exact na voltage. Makikita naman po natin yung mga ginamit namin object na 3.5, 5, 8, 10, 12. Yung naman po namin voltage ay sa 3.5 ay 12.21, sa 5 ay 12.26, sa 8 ay 12.28, sa 10 ay 12.29, at saka sa 12 ay 12.30. Yun po yung mga nakuha namin exact na voltage through the weight po ng object na aming tinimbang.
So, sa visualize naman po, yung aming pong median mode, standard deviation, variance, and skewness ay itinable na lang namin para mas maayos siyang makita. And the other visualize po ay yung mga table na lang po yun, yung mga table po na nandun sa first part is yun po yung aming nilagay. And analysis. Analyze. Yung amin pong null hypothesis at alternative hypothesis na binanggit ko kanina. Yan. Based on the calculated R in linear regression and hypothesis testing, the correlation between the weight of the object and the voltage is definitely strong. And the value of R from linear regression and hypothesis testing are the same, and it means the computation match. So that's the end of R.